Hey again, kids. Today I'll be reading Dr. Seuss's And to Think I Saw It on Mulberry Street. I'm sorry, I drew on this book when I was a little kid, so. Alright, when I leave home to walk to school, Dad always says to me, Marco, keep your eyelids up and see what you can see. But when I tell him where I've been and what I think I've seen, he looks at me sternly, says, your eyesight's much too keen. Stop telling such outlandish tales. Stop turning minnows into whales. Now, what can I say when I get home today? All the long way to school and all the way back, I've looked and I've kept careful track. But all that I've noticed, except my own feet, was a horse and a wagon on Mulberry Street. That's nothing to tell of. That won't do, of course. Just a broken down wagon that's drawn by a horse. That can't be my story. That's only the start. I'll say a zebra was pulling that cart. And that is a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. Yes, a zebra is fine, but I think it's a shame. Such a marvelous beast with a cart that's so tame. The story would really be better to hear if the driver I saw were a charioteer. A gold and blue chariot's something to meet, rumbling like thunder down Mulberry Street. No, it won't do at all. A zebra's too small. A reindeer is better. He's fast and he's fleet. He'd look mighty smart on old Mulberry Street. Hold on a minute. There's something wrong. A reindeer hates the way it feels to pull things that runs on its wheels. He'd be much happier instead if he could pull a fancy sled. A reindeer and sleigh. Say, anyone could think of that. Jack or Fred or Joe or Nat. Say, even Jane could think of that. But it isn't too late to make up one little change. A sleigh and an elephant. There's something strange. I'll pick one with plenty of power and size. A blue one with plenty of fun in its eyes. And then just to give it a little more tone, have a Raja with ruberries perched high on a throne. Say, that makes a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. But now, I don't know, it doesn't seem right. An elephant pulling a thing that's so light would whip it around in the air like a kite. But he'd look simply grand with a great big brass band. A band that's so good should have someone to hear it, but it's going so fast that it's hard to keep it near it. I'll put it on a trailer. I know they won't mind if a man sits and listens while he hitched on behind. But now, is that fair? Is it fair what I've done? I bet those wagons weigh more than a ton. That's really too heavy. A load for one beast? I'll give him some helpers. He needs two, at least. But now what worries me is this. Mulberry Street runs into Bliss. And unless there's something I can fix up, there'll be an awful traffic mix-up. It takes police to do the trick, to guide them through the traffic's thick. It takes police to do the trick. They'll never crash now. They'll race at top speed with Sergeant Mulvaney himself in the lead. The mayor is there, and he thinks it's grand. He raises his hat. They dash by the stand. The mayor is there, and the aldermen, too, all waving big banners of red, white, and blue. And now that is a story that no one can beat when I say that I saw it on Mulberry Street. With the roar of its motor, an airplane appears and dumps out confetti while everyone cheers, and that makes a story that's really not bad, but it could be better. Suppose that I add a Chinese man who eats with sticks, a big magician doing tricks, a 10-foot beard that needs a comb. No time for more. I'm almost home. I swung round the corner and dashed up through the gate. I ran up the stage and I felt simply great. For I had a story that no one could beat, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. But Dad said quite calmly, just draw up your stool and tell me the sights on your way home from school. There was so much to tell, I just couldn't begin. Dad looked at me sharply and pulled out his chin. He frowned at me sternly from there in his seat Was there nothing to look at? No people to greet? Did nothing excite you or make your heart beat? Nothing, I said, growing red as a beet, but a plain old horse and wagon on Mulberry Street.